changed the top because I had it on for like 4 days in a row. It's not like I take showers, but when I do take showers, I make sure somebody's here because you just don't want to take a shower by yourself in the house. He's not too sure, but just I play this because at one point in time I got to level 5, but I don't think you can. Back then I had the ability to play this back when it first released, but they didn't have all the items selected, menu options to be able to have all the things unlocked or sort of midway unlocked. Gun that has more availability around the time that it was released. It didn't have any of that extra crap in it. I could just I remember playing the Xbox version of the third one, and I was able to beat it initially to get to the ending, and then this that after after that I just stopped playing the Xbox after the 360 console because it was the more easier one of this unit. The game didn't have to install and you didn't have to wait. You could just play the disc as it's on there, and you only had to upgrade as you found out that the other consoles you had to be online to play a disc. That's why I didn't follow it. All the games now you have to have at least internet connection installed to install the disc. It's not as fine tuned as the other. 360 was like the best one because you had the console just installed, all the discs were already on everything was already on the disc. They don't make things like they used to now. Everything console, if the console goes out, your shit you have to relog in, then re-download, and then it's just the game that's installed, not the data. So you lose your data if your console did what mine had. It had the safe mode on there, and I'm like, well, I couldn't get the initial format and spell formats, and then put it on a USB. I couldn't figure out how to like install the software, even though it would let you on the USB port to the console. It wouldn't let you install the damn format on the folder. You had to spell formats with a different way of spelling it, and then installing it and all that. I mean, on the phone and the PC, I could do all that crap. But a console that wasn't worth taking the time and having all the games to the ending, the Cyberpunk to the ending, and all that. I have the game installed on the hard drive, but not the actual physical thing. I had the shirt on before that. I had told somebody I didn't think that it was fair to be like looked up at, and that it was sort of like had me on there. And I'm like, well, I followed somebody that they had on there, but didn't realize they were either employed or...
Just the part I was looking for. The guys back at the garage are gonna flip. Nothing else to find here. This hunk of junk is pick clean, Eddie-o.
Too bad.
Ain't that a bite? Well, if it's part you want, we got lots more back in the garage. You seem like a cool cat. You should check out our pits. Our machines are something to see, Jack.
I could follow. You could take out the monster, but he's too fucking slow walking.
There's nothing like feeling strut around so Jack.
I'll go save this because... Oh, contaminated. The reason why I played this because they had patched it and put all sorts of stuff that initially when you originally bought it, I got to the Commonwealth for the houses once for Stan and did the missions where the guy gets you as like one of those partner characters that follows you around. But I got to level 5 and I'm like, well, this initially it lets you play this in like you have like extra shit that you didn't originally have when you originally installed it. Then I would play it again because I didn't get to just a few like parts where it was sort of like where the monster was in the church. I remember that. I don't know if I thought when it was a safe mode, I had that installed a different thing besides the cable company. You go to with the cable company, at least my shit would have probably still been up and running, but I don't know if you installed some other thing besides cable they went with it, and then it just like went to safe mode. And I'm like, well, I didn't feel like going to a computer company or saying that could you install it for like what 50 bucks would be the maximum I would go with, because you would just think that all the hardware, I think I wiped it clean when I clicked on it without the internet connected to it. The internet stopped to connect something to the internet port. I'm like, well, I think I just had everything wiped off the initial one I originally had for 2015. I didn't start playing until 2016 because I didn't have the initial Star Wars bundle, but I gave the Star Wars thing to my cousin, the voucher, and I bought Fallout 4 brand new with the poster that came with it, but I had put it up instead of the other thing I had beside that, and I was like, well, I should start playing again. I had level 5, and I was like, well, I spent like maybe close to like 5 to 10 hours. I didn't think that they would install more content that initially wasn't in the game, like the pipe gun that you had to fix up and make yourself. You had to get parts, and now like Dead Rising had that. The Vancouver version, or the sequel to Dead Rising, had the Fortune City had the card installment thing where you could, and then somebody had all the best things unlocked, and then initially had them on the friend list, but I didn't know what they looked like. I was like, well, I could look on their profile, but they didn't have their face, I guess, initially on there. These people that had bought from at the Retro KC, they had the profile with Netflix installed. I'm like, well, if there's Netflix installed, then I could sit there and like play that, but not like click anything else with just the movies. Not gonna really know if. Know if people watch your content and some people walk past your so they didn't have talent. But that was like a long time ago. They had the Cyberpunk brand new initially installed and played through that. And that takes talent to beat a game. They didn't have a walkthrough initially back then. They took some of the parts and retuned it because initially when you got to some certain part, it would block you from going any further when you had to face a boss that was going up walls and shit. It took like initially 4 hours to probably beat that boss, and all that data I had on there, if and unless I somehow magically get my console to work again, the one I initially had, that originally had from 2015. But if I can get that working again, it would be something that I would install cable to it, or and then reinstall the cable and then change it to something else. And it wasn't like I just had the game disc installed. It installed the game disc. The game disc had been installed. You couldn't really. I thought I was gonna wake up. Hear bugs. I don't know. They didn't have a bug problem with the house, but the get console you have, you never know where you get it from. It's all like musty. It's like it looks like somebody did something like farted on or something. Like they have like weird like shit all over, but it still turns on. So oh god, to wake it up. I'll exit out of this. Wow, my fucking health. I didn't understand, like they had somebody blow up the Megaton back at the old one and the whole fucking thing was contaminated. There was a grenade launcher, one of those playthroughs I played, but I didn't save it or didn't auto save, or it looked like it would auto save.